My ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. Coming on quickly before I do my weekly cup of catch-up and cards, because I've just taken delivery of a new deck that is going to be released. And I was really thrilled about this because this is from, or being created by, somebody who I've been in communication with for a long time. And it's the lovely Jessie Driscoll, who we know and love in the community. And she reached out to me probably a month, maybe 2 months, certainly within the last couple of months, just to tell me that it had all been top secret, but she'd been working on a tarot deck of her own, and it was based around crystal skulls. And that she wanted to send me a copy of the deck so that I could do a unboxing video of it. And it's just arrived. There's been some exciting news as well. Now I note there's a letter here. I've only just literally opened the package, so perhaps I should okay. So yeah, perhaps I should have a read of this first and then impart that information. But first of all, she says, "Hi Simon, here's a sample of my new deck, Crystal Skull Tarot. It will be going on Kickstarter soon. The target start date is the 1st of March. The official deck will be produced on 350 GSM cardstock with smooth matte lamination in a 2-part rigid box with a bound booklet inside." And what's really interesting, or really exciting I should say, is that yesterday Jessie sent me a message, because she said it's not in the information I've sent you, but she's in regular contact with Rachel Pollock, who, I mean, Rachel Pollock, I just adore her. The first tarot book I ever read was 78 Degrees of Wisdom, and I've read everything else more or less since. A real, true authority on the tarot, and her knowledge is just amazing. And she'd given some advice about a couple of the cards. I think she said the High Priestess card. She'd given some, some constructive advice to Jessie. And I think she was going to do like an intro to the book for her and one of the spreads. But Jessie emailed me yesterday to say that Rachel was actually going to write the guidebook for this tarot, which is just amazing. There's some information here about Crystal Skulls Tarot. So it says, skulls can be thought of as containers for consciousness, and crystal skulls are effective conduits for intuition. Crystal Skull Tarot came to fruition after years of personal practice with crystals, crystal skulls, and tarot. Skulls are chosen intuitively for each card based on the properties of the stones from which they were carved and how those properties connected to the meanings of the cards. Crystal Skull Tarot is a photographic deck that follows the Rider-Waite-Smith system, and many of the images are direct homages to the classic RWS Tarot. All photographs were taken in natural window light using a handmade antique tablecloth as background. This handmade cloth, like minerals that formed in the earth many years ago, is a connection to ancestors and time-honored wisdom. In addition to the minerals, colours come in splashes of both natural coloured and hand-dyed wool, some in lock form and some hand-spun into art yarn. The wool has energy programmed into its very structure, and its presence adds a palpable spark to the images. In Crystal Skull Tarot, wands are found twigs, cups are pieced together, blue gem silica gemstone beads and cabochons. Blue gemstones are associated with water in crystal medicine and are felt as calming. Swords are natural quartz crystal points. In crystal medicine, quartz points help us to focus our intentions and cut through fog. Pentacles are old Morgan silver dollars for the aces and court cards, and pure 999 silver miniature reproductions of them in the numbered cards. The bound booklet will include an explanation of stone, skull, and composition choices that relate to this deck. In particular, starting with a list of stones in the deck and their healing and magical properties. Crystal Skull Tarot can be found on Instagram at Crystal Skull Tarot altogether. So at Crystal Skull Tarot. To join an email list and receive updates, send an email to crystalskulltarot@gmail.com. And then she's just signed off with, "Thank you so much for being you. Love, Jessie Driscoll." And that's really lovely. Oh, and here, these beautiful pendants. It says skull pendants and key rings. So we've got the pendant and the key ring that I've made from old silver American coins. And I've got, I think it's hanging up on my mirror in the bedroom. Yes, it is. Jessie made me, well, she made me some fantastic jewellery. One of my favourites, which is the pentacle with the obsidian stones around it. But she made a sun and moon out of old coins as well, silver coins, real silver coins, and they were beautiful. So skull pendants and key rings that are made from old silver American coins will be offered as additional reward options in the Kickstarter campaign. Of course, backers who aren't into silver can choose just the deck, or 2 or 3 decks. And Jessie's jewellery Etsy shop is Jessie Driscoll, that's DRISCOLL.etsy.com. So, shall we have a look at the cards? What I'll do is I will flip the camera around and we'll have a close-up look. Okay, so we're back. Let's just have a look. Oh, lovely bag. My favourite colour. So if you remember, I was just saying that people who get the deck through Kickstarter, there'll be a sturdy 2-part box that will house this deck. Let's... Okay. There we go. We are in. Oh, isn't it exciting? I love opening new decks, especially ones I've never seen before. I mean, Jessie sent me a couple of stills, a couple of pictures of the artwork, but I've not, obviously not seen this deck anywhere. So it's a nice size deck. I think it's probably pretty much a regular standard size, just a little bit shorter than like US games, but that is a good size, and the card stock is lovely. 350 GSM is what will be produced. This is a prototype, and these have a nice kind of sheen to them, but there will be matte on matte card stock on 350 GSM. So wow. So here we have our Fool, and remember what she was saying about the fabric, the composition. But I love this because it's almost like the scene, you know, you've got your green wool here, which is like a cliff edge, and it's almost like a waterfall with the water coming over to a pool down below. You've got your sun here in the sky, you've got your little flower here for the fall. What obviously is lacking for me is obviously I haven't got the guidebook yet because it's not been written. Rachel Pollock's going to be writing it, but it'll be nice to be able to look in the guidebook, and then, which you'll be able to do if you back this on Kickstarter, and be able to see the corresponding crystal and its healing attributes. Oh, and these are the backs. Look at the backs, they're lovely. Again, they've got this fabric. They've got these beautiful quartz skulls here. So yeah, reversible as well. Nice and borderless. The titles aren't too, you know, obtrusive. They're not blocked out or anything on top of the artwork, which is nice. Oh look, and the magician has the little lemniscate on top of his crown, which is wonderful. And you've got your elements here. So you've got your wand, your coins, pentacles, cups, and swords, which are the crystal points, the quartz crystal points. Lovely. Oh, this is so well thought out. Look, with the B and the J and the columns, these hematite and quartz. So you've got your black and white column and these little Scrabble pieces spelling B and J. The scroll of the Torah, that information that the High Priestess possesses. I love this. And we have our Empress with her heart. Beautiful greenery representing the connection with earth and nature. Beautiful. Here we have our Emperor. I like the way the font does change colour between, yeah, you got that fiery energy there and the green for the earth for the Empress. Wow, this kind of throne that is sitting on. The Hierophant, brilliant. Love the two keys that we've got here, the two little scrolls for the supplicants. The Lovers. This is just wonderful. I mean, as I say, Jessie sent me a couple of pictures, but I couldn't really imagine a crystal skull tarot and how it would work. I don't know what I imagined. I imagined a crystal skull just on each card, but these are scenic. The use of the and the composition, like she said, is just brilliant. I love that we've got our lovers here and we've got our angel here, this wool making the cloud, the little wings. Wonderful. We have our chariot, which is fantastic, the black and the white. What we used to be seeing as sphinxes or horses, depending on the deck that you're looking at. Strength. Oh, look at that little unicorn, just kissing the nose. And again, we've got the lemniscate there. The Hermit, I love. He's got his staff. And I suppose this is representing the two together, the lantern, the light. We've got this cloudy effect above. Really lovely. Wheel of Fortune is beautiful. We've got the four skulls representing the four elements, usually depicted as animals. And this wonderful wheel, making this crystal grid as well. I mean, it's mandala-ish, but it's a crystal grid, which is wonderful. Here we have Justice. Love that. Love that high throne. The Hanged Man. Just brilliant. Death. Wow. I think these are like either Tectite or Apache Tears, which is really interesting. Temperance. I love that. I love how we get these kind of wings. And the water and earth together, side by side. The devil, enslaved, in bondage. It's almost like the chains are here, look. And then we have the tower, which are these quartz pieces. Lightning. Little skulls falling. Star. I love how there's a little bit harder to see unless you're looking at them close up. I hope they're being picked up on camera. But there's these little tiny quartz pieces as well, like shimmering stars in the night sky, and this larger piece here with the cotton representing its rays. And we have the water, the flow of water here, and the earth. The moon is a crystal ball. Love it. Look at all these skulls around it as well. It's beautiful. The sun. We have amber. I love amber. It's so beautiful. But this is really like, I saw a picture the other day. Somebody posted it in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group of a photograph. One of the closest images they've got of the surface of the sun, and it actually looked like this crackled effect here that we see in this amber sphere. Someone likened it to the back of the cracklebacks from one of the original RWS decks, or the one that AGM Mueller is using at the moment, saying look at the similarity. Judgment, coming up from their graves. Love how the sky and clouds are represented here. And then we have the world, which is wonderful. Okay, so I imagine these, I wonder if these would be kind of pippish, but they're not. They're acted out. We've got the 5 of Wands here. That's quite clever. Anyway, I'm rushing ahead. So we have our Ace of Wands, and we get this fire energy here. And then the 2 of Wands, holding that orb, the world. 3. 4 of Wands is lovely. So you can see how it really does follow the RWS system. Quite cleverly too. Love this. How the wands are interlocking, as we see. 6 on his high horse. Love that. 7. Brilliant. Even got the movement, and look at the swirliness of the ground below. It's wonderful. I have 9 and 10. There's that heavy burden, that heavy load. Wow. And then we have our court. We have Page of Wands. The Knight. It's good that Jessie had these kind of unicorn crystals to be able to use for the horses. The Queen. Beautiful. And the King. Wow. And then we get a real watery theme here. I love this use as well to show the vessel, the cup. So we have our Ace of Cups, I should say. The 2 of Cups, our lovers of the tarot deck. I love the colours of the sky and the green earth. The 2 cups together, facing each other. Our 3 maidens in celebration, unity, coming together for a common interests and sharing happy times together. 4, looking away. I love how the 4th cup is being offered not by a hand but this little quartz point. That's really well represented. 5, 2 up, 3 spilt. I bet this was so much fun, Jessie, if you are watching this. I bet this was so much fun for you to be able to sit and create the images that we know and love so much from the RWS Tarot, to be able to create this. I kind of wish I was there with you, recreating these images. It would be such a fun thing to do. Our 6 of Cups, those children, that nostalgia in play. 7, with all the little different things that are on offer. 8, 9. I love how the cups are arched behind the central figure facing forward, the cups behind. Wow, the 10 of Cups. I love the 10 of Cups. I love the 10 of Cups anyway, but this is just done so well. The cups in that arch formation, the rainbow colours, you know, the parents, children at play, the green grass, it's all here. Our page. I was just looking for a little fish or something jumping out. Wow, that's a great Knight of Cups. I love that. Queen and the King. And then we have our swords. So these are all crystal points, quartz crystal points. The blindfold, the water behind, the cross swords. Wonderful. 3, that pierced heart. And I love the fact that it's lots of little crystal hearts making the shape of a heart, and those 3 swords going through. Wonderful. 4 of Swords. 5. They're laying there defeated. 6 of Swords on that boat, moving away from troubled times, moving to somewhere different, new starts. We've got the rough waters, the calmer waters ahead. 7. 8 of Swords, that feeling of being bound, the feeling of being trapped. But of course there's an escape route, there's a way out. I love how this is blindfolding as well. 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. I wondered how this might be depicted, but I like that image. And the skull itself looks kind of, yeah, kind of damaged in some way, which is interesting. Here we have our Page of Swords, the Knight, Queen, and King. And then we have our Pentacles, which are these silver coins. I love that. We've got the cloud effect here, like the hand that's kind of holding the coin. And we've got the greenery represented. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We've got that balancing. We've got the lemniscate here, which is the position that we're used to seeing the 2 coins being in, and this lemniscate connecting them. 3 of Pentacles. 4. That is clever. Holding on tight. Being in control. 5 of Pentacles. I like that these are making that stained glass window kind of effect. And here we are on the outside. We've got this representing snow all around. And then the warm glow from the inside of the building. 6 of Pentacles is lovely. 7. That tilling the land, the hoe. 8. Perfecting that new skill. 9. Beautiful garden scene. We don't have a bird, that would probably be too hard to create, but we've got all this foliage and it's wonderful. I love the rose quartz energy for that as well. The 10, the 2 family dogs. And then we have the page. The knight. Queen. And king. There you go. Wow, I am really loving this deck. I mean, I knew it would be great because I know Jessie, and you know, she's a very talented creator of many things, you know. Like I said, her jewelry is wonderful and other things that she made and sent me. And I do have a few crystal skulls, which I enjoy. They give me an immense amount of pleasure. My Boris as I call them. And yeah, this is just going to be made, as I said, even more wonderful with the fact that the tarot legend that is Rachel Pollack will be writing the guidebook to accompany this deck. So well done, Jessie. This is a fantastic deck. Really appreciate you sending it to me to do a unboxing and walkthrough of it. Thank you. And to everybody else, I will keep people updated in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group as to when the Kickstarter goes live. But the aim is for the 1st of March, which today's the 1st of Feb. So just 4 weeks today. So thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this deck. And yeah, until next time, go in peace, namaste, and blessed be.